Most people live their entire lives with the engine of greatness sitting idle inside them. They wake up, go through the motions, follow the routine, and call that living. But let me tell you something, existence is not life. You can exist for 80 years and never live a single day on fire. Most people never succeed because they've confused comfort with peace. They've mistaken familiarity for safety. They've learned how to survive, but forgotten how to rise. Look around you. The world rewards those who move when others hesitate. It crowns the ones who act when everyone else is still thinking about it. And that's the first reason most people never succeed. They never start. They talk, they wish, they plan, they dream. But dreams without discipline are just hallucinations. They say, one day I'll start my business. One day I'll write that book. One day I'll get in shape. But one day turns into no day because time doesn't wait for your permission. While they're waiting for the right moment, the bold ones, the few, are creating it. Edison didn't wait for inspiration. He made it his obsession. Ford didn't wait for investors to believe in him. He built belief from the dust beneath his boots. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. Let that sink in. The man who imagined entire worlds was told he couldn't dream. But he didn't stop. He turned rejection into rocket fuel. Because successful people have one thing in common. They don't bow to circumstance, they bend it. The difference between success and failure begins in the same place, the mind. The battlefield is not outside of you. It's in your thoughts, your habits, your choices, your standard. You see, most people are not defeated by life. They're defeated by their own reflection, by the voice that whispers, "You're not ready." That whisper kills more dreams than failure ever could. But the greats, the Napoleons, the Carnegies, the Jobs and Musks of the world, they learn to silence that voice. They learn to rewire their minds for victory. Because success is not an event, it's a frequency. And when your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions are aligned, you tune into it. Most people never succeed because they never learn how to think independently. They live under the hypnosis of other people's opinions. They follow trends, not truth. They chase validation, not vision. They want applause before they've earned it. But hear me, you cannot become legendary if you live for permission. Legends are born when you decide to lead yourself. Every successful person in history had a moment, a breaking point, where they realized no one was coming to save them. No one was going to believe for them. No one was going to hand them the life they wanted. And in that moment, they chose ownership. They said, if it's to be, it's up to me. That's the birth of success, when you stop waiting and start working. Most people never succeed because they never commit long enough to see results. They quit at the first sign of resistance. They expect instant returns for minimal effort. They want the fruit but refuse to water the seed. But life doesn't reward dabblers. It rewards those who stay in the game when the crowd gets bored and walks away. Think about the gold miners during the California rush. Many gave up 3 feet from the vein, 3 feet away from millions. They stopped digging. And that's what most people do in life. They give up just before the breakthrough. They throw away years of effort for a moment of doubt because they never built the muscle of persistence. Persistence is not talent. It's not luck. It's a decision that says, I will not stop until I win. Napoleon Hill wrote, persistence is to the character of man what carbon is to steel. Without it, you're fragile. With it, you're unbreakable. Most people never succeed because they treat success like a lottery ticket, hoping their number gets called. But success is not luck, it's law. The law of cause and effect. The law of belief and action. The law of persistence and purpose. If you plant effort, you reap growth. If you plant excuses, you reap regret. Every thought you think, every choice you make, it's all an investment. times inside your chest, then hear me now. You must break the cycle of doubt, delay, distraction, and disappointment, because that cycle is the cage where 97% of people die quietly. You've got to shatter it, and it begins with one decision, the decision to never settle again.